Getting in the truck, and he has this pretty well fixed up. There's a real good one. Oh man, you ought to see this thing start up. Got 2 gears. Check that out. I think that's pretty fancy, huh? And he does respect our people's ways and our customs, and he's a brother. He's a brother. All right. Yeah, we're taking a ride through the desert now. And he knows these roads better than anybody, so I come out here with him. We're coming out to the road here. Yeah. So what do you think, man? Do you think it's going to stay cool like this for a while longer, Dan?
I hope so.
I sure hope so. Huh? You ever bring any friends out here or anything? You ever camp out here? I like the way this guy drives. He's got style. Check him out. And when he shifts, man, it's unbelievable to see him shift that lever there. And this thing's got air conditioning. It's got a satellite radio. And even the gauges work. Look at that. The gauges all work in this thing. He's got it all fixed up where he can crash in the back. I think he's got the secret of existence. But anyway, we're coming up to area. I'll shut her down and bring it back on in a minute. Okay. Taino. Now we're coming up to where Denny Duvall. This was the Duvall residence. He's lived here many years. No longer lives here. His parents had this place. But this was the old Borrego Springs store, which was that was here in Borrego Springs, California. Pretty deserted now. That's the house he lived in many years ago. And he looks at it with a lot of memories, don't you, buddy?
You bet.
You bet. There you go. And this here is a store right here. This is the Borrego Springs store. And, man, this is so cool. We're going to take a little tour here. Can you tell me about this store, Dan? This is totally incredible.
Originally, it was just, see this peak roof? It was all there was, just that wide. And then they built onto it in 1948.
Okay.
And then this was a garage over here that was separate, but then they just built it all into one unit.
So they had this as where the guys worked on the cars, you think?
Uh-huh.
They worked in this area here. Wow, that's incredible. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Somebody keeps it clean, whoever comes down here. Because it looks pretty clean to me.
Yeah, there's a caretaker.
Oh, you got a caretaker down here? Okay, look at these old things up there. They still got the old jars up here, buddy. Look at that. I can't believe this. There's the old sign. You got a lot of memories here, don't you, bud? What do you think?
The house is kind of neat.
I think this is pretty interesting. Okay. We're going to take a walk over to his house where he lived. Matter of fact, right down the road there is where we were. And he's going to show us the house here. I'm going to shut it down and I'll turn it back on in a minute. Well, no, we can walk right in here. What kind of trees are these? Tamarask?
Yeah, these are tamarask.
And, excuse me. Wow.
And that's the double roof.
Oh, it's the double roof. Now, why was it a double roof in the...
For insulation.
For insulation? Did it really keep things cooler?
You bet.
Look at that, how the double roof was out in the desert.
It'd be 120 degrees outside, 90 degrees inside.
Wow, that's incredible.
Now, the original house was this stone part. There again, this other part was added on in 1948.
Wow. So how old is the stone house?
Early 20s.
The early 20s?
Yep.
Is there anybody living there now?
No.
My goodness. Look at this. This is totally incredible. And the roof goes all the way around is a double roof too, doesn't it?
Yep.
So that way the heat wouldn't get inside. That's very, very economical. Look at the cooling system here for the swamp cooler. And
The original bathroom and shower was inside of this part here.
So you had to come out and take your bath.
Take a shower.
You got. And how'd you feel about that?
Wintertime it was kind of chilly.
My goodness.
This was the pond, the reservoir.
You ever swim in that when you were a kid?
Yep.
Was it pretty cool?
Yeah, a lot cooler than. In fact, all the people that homesteaded, they would meet out here on weekends so everybody could get wet.
You're kidding.
Yep.
My gosh. Look at this old stones on the ground. Look at this. It's incredible. And by the way, this is the back of the house. That has that cooling system there. I find this totally incredible. So when you sit here, you can think about when you were a kid and had some good memories here, didn't you? And, hey, that pretty well went up over your head almost, didn't it?
No, it was only about 3.5 foot deep.
About 3.5 foot? Yeah. And did you ever have any fish in there or anything?
No. Had ducks on the water.
Look at this. It's incredible. Can you walk in there?
Yeah.
Let me go inside of here. Looks like somebody threw an old steering wheel over there. So you go up to here. It looks like it went about, let me see. Let me take a look here and turn around. And looks like it went right about to here. Maybe right about to here, huh?
About there, yeah.
That's incredible. But look at the view out here, how pretty it is. Could you imagine sitting in this water and looking at all these beautiful mountains around you? What is that, the San Gabriel over there?
Santa Rosa on the far side over there.
That's the Santa Rosa, okay. What's, that's Blow Hill over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blow Sand. And this other mountainside on this side, what's that one? Slide Mountain, isn't it?
I don't know what they call it.
But look at how pretty this is. So tell me some stories about this, my friend. What can you remember about this?
Well, I used to have a rowboat on this thing. I used to row back and forth. You couldn't row very far. And then we had ducks. We had some mallard ducks here on the pond. We used to watch all the coyotes and the rabbits and the snakes and everything come up, get a drink, quail, dove, whatever. This was their watering hole.
It's incredible. And so now, it's just a lot of memories, isn't it? But a lot of good memories, I bet. Good memories, right. And your mom and dad, are they still alive? Or
No,
I mean,
my dad died in '73, my mother in '74.
Were they here when?
Yes.
Oh,
Up
okay.
until the last, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is pretty much home to you when you come out here. You come out here sometimes and sit by yourself and think about the old times, huh? Well.
Here behind you, I used to have 55 or 60 old vintage cars out there, all the way from 1919 through 1955.
You mean in that area over there? Let me stand up over on this side here and walk up the side of this. You mean in that area right there? So you had the old vintage cars.
I had a whole bunch of them.
You collected them?
I did.
How'd you do on that?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I ended up selling them years ago. I wish I had them now. They'd be worth a lot more money.
You know, I'm looking at all this. Look at all this, these rocks here. What kind of rocks are these?
Oh, they're just left over from stuff that was up on this hill.
Wow. Oh, look at this. This is incredible. Well, I know you had a lot of good years here and a lot of great memories from your family. And you're writing a book now, aren't you?
I am.
What's the book titled?
I haven't really got a title yet. I'm still working on the title. It's basically a autobiography.
Okay, and the autobiography.
But it's written from the panel truck's point of view.
That's great. That's fantastic. So you plan on getting this, and you pretty much know this area better than anybody else. I know he does. He's a part of this. He's a brother. So
Now just to correct you, this area we're in right now and where the Indian stuff was, that's Old Borrego, and it's spelled with one R, and it was referred to it as Borrego Valley because that's what it was. That's what it was. Borrego Springs is the development that's uptown.
Oh, I see.
Two separate entities.
So that started out later on, but this
Yes.
was the original Borrego.
Originally it was Borrego.
And now the word Borrego, do they have that wrong here? Does that mean goat in Spanish?
The Spanish and two R's means it's a goat or a sheep, and that was done by the developers. The original spelling was with one R, which was Indian, and the Indians called this place Borrego, which meant this is the end of the trail, the place we've been looking for.
And what would the Indians say about this place, the indigenous people here, my people?
Well, the people that collected here were all the different Indians that were thrown out of the other tribes because they couldn't follow the rules. And every time they would find a place that they wanted to live, the other Indians would come by and say, no, this is our winter hunting grounds or our summer grounds or whatever. So when they got here to Borrego, nobody bothered them. So that was why they called it Borrego. It meant this is the end of the trail, the place we've been looking for.
Isn't that incredible? And I ended up here 7 years ago. I plan on doing some traveling here, but getting out here in this country is just so beautiful. And the scenery is incredible, just totally incredible. And how you lived here, you have so many memories of this place. And what shed was that over there that's falling apart?
That was one of the first prefab sheds in the 46, 47, somewhere in there. My mom got it out of Sears catalog.
Oh, you're kidding.
And came and then she assembled it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this was one of the first prefab.
Prefab sheds, yeah.
Look at this. This is incredible. So how they made that, but in 1946, my goodness. Let's go back in through here. Look at these prefab walls coming down. So they had an insulation part in here. Oh my gosh. You know, the window's still standing up on that side, buddy. Well, they had to make something right, huh? So you came out here, and this tamarask tree, that's incredible. Look at this thing. This is part of the tamarask here. See how they grow. And this kind of tree is quite common in the area here. It'll survive pretty much harsh conditions. Geez, it's got this white stuff on it. Probably the dust, huh? Yeah. Well, listen, my friend. We have Denny Duvall. He took me out here, and I'm quite thankful for you to bring me out here, Denny.
My pleasure, my friend.
And is there anything you want to say before I close?
No, just that I come down here every winter, stay here like 6 months out of the year. And then as soon as it gets up to 90 degrees or so, then I head for Julian.
So you stay at the house here then?
No, I come down here all the time, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I come down here and just spend an afternoon or whatever.
You have a lot of memories here.
Memories, yeah.
A lot of good memories. Well, I thank you very much for this time that you've given me on this interview, and I hope that my friends can enjoy this also.
I hope so, too.
It's been a real pleasure. It really has, coming out here with you, Danny. And especially that truck you got. That is... We're going to shut her down now, and would you like to say goodbye?
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Have a good time.
All right, my friends. I'll talk to you later, and I hope you enjoyed this tour. Thank you. Taino.